yeah. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing.
Hey Vikes, welcome back to this week's show. Today we'll be having segments on cooking, COVID-safe activities, and different music genres. Stay tuned!
Hey Vikes, today I'll be going over the history of grunge and I'll be giving you some song recommendations. Tracing back to Seattle in the 1980s, grunge became the bridge between heavy metal and alternative rock. Hit bands such as Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains helped the genre blow up in the music industry. Not only did it become popular in the music industry, it also became popular in the fashion industry, with flannels, combat boots, and graphic tees becoming the grunge uniform. Grunge became a lifestyle as well. However, due to the deaths of artists such as Kurt Cobain and Layne Staley, grunge began to fade away. But we can thank it for helping make alternative rock become more popular nowadays in the music industry. Now, onto some song recommendations. Hope you enjoy and we'll see you next time.
Hello Vice and welcome back to some gaming news, and today I'm going to be talking about several things. Most of it is actually stuff that's already out now and one Cyberpunk news. So anyways, let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Persona 5 Strikers. Persona 5 is pretty much one of my favorite games of all time, and the sequel is Strikers. It's good. Do I still say it's better than the original? You can't romance with your girlfriend, so I don't know about that. So we got the Outriders demo. Basically, it's a looter shooter game, and it's the newest looter shooter, and I would like to compare this to like Division or Destiny, Anthem, if you remember, Avengers, if you remember Avengers. But this one's pretty old, but I thought we should still mention this. Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. 3D World is pretty much the one from Wii U. Bowser's Fury is an entirely new game, and I've tried it. It's get it, bro. Cyberpunk 2077 1.2 patch update has been delayed. They have recently got hacked. Some said that they were locked out of their computers for 2 weeks. Some say they couldn't do development because of the hack and what the situation is. It's most likely gonna release around March, probably mid around March or something like that. So yeah, big delay. That sucks. And some irrelevant news, Anthem is dead. No, I'm not joking. Anthem is dead. It literally got killed. EA killed it. My $60 purchase of Anthem, throw that in the garbage bin, bro. Anyways, that is it for gaming news, and I'll see you next time, Vikes.
Congratulations to all the Skills USA competitors who competed in their virtual competitions for the last 5 weeks. Downey High School received a total of 41 medals, 12 gold, 14 silver, and 15 bronze. And 28 other students get to advance in the state competition during spring break. Once again, congratulations to all the Skills USA competitors. Way to go, Vikes.
Hey Vikes, in this segment I will be showing you some more COVID-safe activities. Hope you enjoy. First, Golf and Stuff in Norwalk, which is on Firestone, has reopened, and on their website you can find their hours, their guidelines, and how their faculty is keeping everyone safe. For more information, you could go to golfandstuff.com. California Adventure has been open to guests for you to go shop and eat, but now they'll be adding a new touch of Disney starting at $75. You can purchase your ticket starting March 4th, and for more information, you could go to disney.com. Knott's will be having the Taste of Boysenberry Festival starting March 5th to May 2nd. Tickets will start at $45, and for more information, you can go to knots.com. Just a reminder, even though these places are opening up, make sure you guys are wearing face masks and staying 6 feet apart. Thank you for watching my segment, and I'll see you guys next time.
Today, we will be doing another cooking segment. Today, we'll be cooking salmon and veggies. I hope you enjoy. So here, we have our seasoning, and you're going to want to have cumin, consomme, salt, turmeric, parsley, and black pepper, and you're going to mix that up, and that will be for our vegetables. So now we're going to cut our vegetables. Here we have a carrot. You can either do a normal straightforward cut, or you can do a diagonal cut, which makes it look a bit nicer. And now we're going to be cutting our broccoli. You don't want to cut them into super tiny pieces. You want to cut them into fairly bite-sized pieces. And yeah. So now you want to cook it at 400 for around 50 minutes until it is done. And now you can plate it up. and it's a pretty simple recipe, not really any way to mess it up. That video in which we cooked salmon and veggies. I hope you have a good day.
Downey Linker is now taking applications for the 2021-2022 school year. Visit the Downey Linkers Instagram page and press the link in their bio. Applications will be open from March 1st to March 31st.
Hey Max, welcome back to my segment VNS. And in my segment, I'm going to be talking about Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony was a women's rights leader. She helped lead the way for women's right to vote. She was born on February 15, 1820 in Adams, Massachusetts. In 1846, she was teaching at a female academy in Canajoharie, New York. She found out that she earned only about a quarter of the salary as the male teachers. She eventually became the co-founder of the Women's Suffrage Association. She spent the rest of her life fighting for women to have equal rights and an equal voice. She died in Rochester, New York in 1906, 14 years before the 19th Amendment was passed, granting women the right to vote. Thank you for watching my segment in this week's show.
Hey Vikes, I'm Miss Lee, and I wanted to show you what the botany class at DHS is all about. If you're interested in exploring the world of plant science, you like being outside, or you want to learn how to grow your own food, you should check if botany can fit into your schedule. We have over 50 fruit tree varieties, 40 garden beds, a greenhouse, and even a few farm animals. This botany garden was built by students and is maintained by the botany students each year. Follow along on our Instagram at DowneyGrown, where we are growing knowledge, skill, community, and food in Downey soil. Vibe!
Attention seniors, did you apply to Cal State Long Beach? There is a workshop that explains what the next steps are to make sure that you are ready to attend. Check your senior grade level canvas for more info and the link to register.
Hey Vikes! So for this week's segment, I'm going to be showing Netflix's top documentary of the month. So this documentary is based on a Canadian student that came to LA and she stayed at the Hotel Cecil. She stayed at the Hotel Cecil for about 2 days. Then after that, she was found missing. There was no trace of her, but the only thing they did have was elevator footage. In the elevator footage, Elisa Lam is acting very strange. Although there was elevator footage, LAPD was trying really hard to connect the dots, but there was just nothing to connect the dots to because no one had seen her in the hotel. But suddenly this couple that was staying at the Hotel Cecil at the time reported to the front desk that their water was kind of brown. Other people started complaining about the same thing, but nobody thought anything about it. People thought it was a murder, people thought that it was suicide, people thought that it was a bipolar episode. There were so many questions, so finally, years later, the documentary comes out.
Attention seniors, your senior selfies are due on Friday, March 5th by midnight. Visit your grade level canvas for more info, direct links, and how-to videos.
LGBTQ news nobody's talking about, but I'm talking anyways because you collect that. If you haven't heard yet, JoJo Siwa just came out as bisexual and talked about her girlfriend in the interview. Here's a clip.
And I was like, I don't really mind because it is true. I do have the most amazing, wonderful, perfect, most beautiful girlfriend in the whole world. It's not something I'm ashamed of. I just haven't shown the internet yet.
As the news says, Americans are now identified as LGBT more than ever. As estimated, 5.6% of Americans identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer. It's official, Harry Styles is now starring in an LGBT movie called Mr. Policeman. Harry starts as a police officer who falls in love with a man and a woman, both forced to share him until one of them breaks. Production starts this spring. And that is all for the LGBT news. See you next time, Vikes.
Dr. Mary Stauffer's beautiful sunrise began in Toledo, Ohio on August 26, 1917. As a child, Dr. Stauffer loved to read and study. In 1935, she graduated valedictorian from Bexley High School, Ohio, and in 1939, she was admitted to Ohio State University Medical School, just one of 5 women in a class of 75 students. As a medical pioneer, on April 15, 1943, she graduated top in her class of Ohio State. That same year, she married Dr. Floyd Stauffer, and in 1953, she and her family moved to Downey. Just to name a few of her many accomplishments, she is a mother of 5, she had a successful medical practice in Downey for over 40 years, she was chief of staff at Downey Community Hospital, and she gifted over $5 million to DUSD. After a lifetime of 103 years, her sunset was on February 11th, 2021. Beloved Dr. Stauffer, you will always live in our hearts. Rest in peace.
And that's all for this week's show. Thanks for watching, and remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, Vike life is only life amongst all life and the idea of life.